Yo, some nice jazz. Lovely stuff, mate. I
Yeah, that was sick.
definitely recommend following Civilian. I heard some bangers from him. He has some really nice glitchy IDM stuff. So I would put that one more into the glitchy IDM realm. I don't have anything bad to say about it, homie. It's like the only thing that I could point out is like the 808. I guess it's the 808 clav kind of snare was also repetitive. Could have made a few edits, delays, like a delay that they bring up sometime, or like, yeah, these kind of non time delay that make these nice bouncy ball effects or something like that. I really did like the execution and the softness and yeah, the overall arrangement. Yeah, the snare was kind of tuk tuk instead of being tuk trrr, trrr, and then going off in space. That's the only thing I could really point out here. What do you say?
This was sick. Yeah, it's really super chill. Kind of like, kind of almost like a mixture of like deconstructed club and IDM and Aphex Twin all kind of mashed together, which I think is cool. The art, I don't know if that's like what you're gonna use for the final um thing. I guess it's still private, but I think the art goes with it, which is important.
Yeah, nice art.
Uh huh.
Agree.
Um, yeah, I don't really have much like maybe be a little bit louder. I don't know if it's mastered or done that yet, but
But it's not rhythm.
overall,
It's not rhythm.
rhythm. Um, yeah, all the sounds are sick. If you're in the chat, curious like what you used for signing some of the synths and stuff. Sounds like very lush, almost like a like PS2 loading screen or something, which is dope. Yeah, I guess he's maybe German. Is that German in the like the comment info section?
Yeah, absolutely. He's from around here.
Cool. Yeah, I dig it.
It says he thinks the track is done, and it's done. Give it a
Okay.
little.
Yeah, it sounds like finished track. Um, yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, he says it's done in Vital. Shoutouts Vital. So
And
we
Vital. Yeah, Vital's really cool synth. If anyone doesn't have it, it's free. I mean, it's awesome.
so the next link is not working, but I think it got re-uploaded or a different one. We have one.
Yeah, I think he messaged me and said that he re-uploaded.
We have something from Wired Life. We had some Wired Life before. Um, Bad thing about that, I don't remember shit. But I think the last one was quite cool.
Wired
So,
Life.
Wired Life with the Golden Age. You ready?
Yeah, the lag seems a lot better now. I was just listening to the last one and like in the off Twitch, so try
Yeah.
and see that works again.
Yeah, I fixed the audio issues as well. I'm really happy.
Yeah, it's not lagging or anything, so it's a lot better.
Sweet. Yeah, big up Civilian. Give that. Listen to his SoundCloud page. There's a lot of variety, and I also heard some heavy banger from him recently. So, quite good stuff. Let's go wildlife. Yo, Pyroman, welcome to the stream. We're listening Golden Age from Wildlife, hashtag forest, whatever that means. That was 4 minutes. Did not feel like 4 minutes. Quite poppy. Quite nice. Quite cheesy. Not really in a bad way. Yeah, that forest genre is really taking off. Yeah, I think same as last time. That was a great track. For my taste, a bit too poppy, but very well executed and very nice second drop. So lots of variation there. I think when the drums onset, like on the very first, when they came in the build up after intro, there was a huge contrast to the very nice poppy intro. But for you having only like 56 followers, what's up there? You're quite good, quite good, quite good. You should have more followers, and you should keep at it. I really do. Yeah, I did like the attitude, and I sometimes like poppy music. Was a bit over the top, but mixed with drum and bass, it definitely works. We got lots of more tracks coming today. We're gonna speed run through a lot of these. But yeah, what's your take? Rate.
Yeah, it's cool. The main thing is like, well, first of all, the intro, and then like the, liquid DMB drop. It's not what I thought was gonna happen, which isn't a bad thing. Um, but I think like the intro and the kind of chord stuff is cool, and then the drum and bass, sections are dope. Check the vocal. I'm not like a music theory person, but it seems when you had those fills with the vocal, when it's like hey or whatever it is, um, in the like the main part of the track, like the drop, it seemed off to me. Check and make sure that those are both in the same key.
Yeah, maybe we can
Um,
hear some music theorists in the chat.
yeah, like I said, I'm not a music theory person, but it sounded it sounded kind of off.
Yeah, I did not catch that, but there might be issues. But I definitely agree on that part that there was a big contrast. Maybe the contrast was too big.
Maybe you can do, I don't know, break or something that builds up to let you know that there's about to be a drum bass drop instead of
Yeah, there was
you know
kind of that build, like, but that one already came in too loud. So maybe some more filtering on the build to make it a bit more smooth and make the transition more smooth and have some more of the poppy aspects play into the drum and bassy parts. Definitely a big contrast, but pulled off quite nicely, and definitely huge, huge big ups on the second drop. I
yeah,
was,
no, the drum bass and just the bass they use in that and everything. I mean, it sounds like nicely mixed. In fact,
yeah, it sounded very nicely actually, like some radio music mixed down, just small changes, a bit more filtering on the drums maybe when it comes in, and somehow work on the discrepancies between the pop and the drum and bass. We got, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I think something like one Iric.
that sounds what I would about guess. One Iric,
One Iric.
one Eric.
Um, yeah, I've been talking to one Iric before. Looking forward for these 4 minutes of temporal dilation chamber. I'll put his link in the chat.
Temporal dilation. It sounds crazy.
One Neeric. Whoa, whoa, Neeric. Whoa, near Ike. Yeah, see you around, Rich. Thanks for joining.
The truth.
Let's go, one Yurik. Yeah, let me go first on this one. I think I went first on the past few ones, but I've been talking to one Eric, and I think his big thing is also repetition. So before you say it's too repetitive, that's kind of what he's going for. And I think it. So Arrangement wise, it was nice. Um, Everything it works if you want to have a kind of repetitive trance like thing. I would just like make all of the sounds bigger and more modulated or more saturated or more distorted, bigger in general. So like you have that trance like arp, trance like main lead going, that definitely could profit from more saturation, more distortion, yeah, more dirt. Um, Same with the drums, actually. I think, yeah, you should use more drum bass, more saturation. Checking rhythmically homogenic. Such good feedback. Um, oh, it was not my feedback. It was Maxime's feedback. Yeah, I think the biggest issue I had with it was the um, groove of the bass. So it would have worked better if the bass would have been more on point, like either use track delay to put it a bit forward or put it a bit backward until it really sits on these drums and then make these sounds bigger. But yeah, everything is fine, but work on the sounds and have the bass sit better on that groove. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Maybe it's not even the right sound, or maybe the sound was good, but it was just the timing of the envelopes and stuff like that. What's your take?
This is sick. Like, sounds good. Yeah, I mean, it sounds pretty close to being done. Um, I think it would sound really nice on a sound system. Maybe one thing that you can try some sort of vocal.
Yeah,
Um, that's kind of the only thing I didn't really hear. Was I don't think there was any vocals throughout the whole thing. It could be just like a little, chant or like something from an acapella or whatever. But I think that could give it a little bit more energy. But overall, very sick. Um, I'm wearing my headphones, so these aren't the best for like low end. But it seemed like maybe the kick could be high passed a little bit. I'll usually start at like 40 hertz and go to 60 because a lot of the times um, that frequency down there will be clashing with the bass. Like I said, I don't I have my headphones on, so it's hard to tell. But it seemed like the kick was very subby, which could be clashing with the bass. Um, but it sounds sick. Sounds fat. Sounds good. I like the main synth.
the trancy one.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of like a cross between like trance and like upstep 140, which is cool.
Yeah, I feel it just could have been more modulated, more dirty, more erosion,
Hmm. Yeah,
but
I think so too.
and definitely more saturation. Always.
Always. Never enough.
But yeah, like arrangement wise, musically, definitely would work. So I personally just felt like most of these sounds just needed a bit more production, post processing, stuff like that.
Yeah, just maybe some more fills too, like I said, with the vocal or
Absolutely agree on the vocal part. So I'm not sure if that's one Iric thing, but it's something that I generally advise, and it makes humans relate more to music if there's a human element.
yeah, like that's what people are gonna remember, and that's what they're gonna like yell at the show before a drop or whatever it is. Um,
Yeah, even if it's just a choir or
uh-huh,
a humming or something, it would make it more feel more relatable.
definitely.
So we still got a lot stuff coming. People are asking how to submit. You can always submit on the Discord, the Saturate Discord, but for today we're full. We're having weekly feedback streams at different times. Next one might be Thursday at a different time. But yeah, check the Saturate Discord if you want to submit. We're moving on to something from Swell called ID Rain. Let's hear it. You got it?
Yeah, it was working for me to listen through the
Uh,
Twitch, but the last one sounded weird, so I'm just gonna listen on mine.
did I put one Iric into here? Yes,
What's
I
that?
did. I was just checking if I did put one Iric's SoundCloud link. Give this guy a follow. And we're moving on to Swell. Yeah, it's a lot today. Um, I think we'll move people that are in the chat on top for the last few bits and move the ones that aren't here to the next stream. For this one, I let you go first. Radiant. Oh, your mic is muted.
Oh, there we go. This one is sick. Sounded pretty much done. The main thing that I wrote down, really the only thing that I wrote down was the kick sounds great. The snare is not cutting through the mix like nearly enough. The kick sounded, awesome. Don't need to do anything there. Um, it might just be you need another sample, or what I'll do a lot of times is if you have kind of like a snare rim with not a lot of high end, just layer some noise over top and it'll make it punch through the mids a lot better. Um, I find myself doing that on pretty much every drum nowadays. It just, you know, lets you know where it's at. Um, what else? Sounds dope. Yeah, maybe like we were just telling. Who did we listen to last? Um, maybe a vocal. A little like yo or like a yeah or hey or whatever, reverbed out.
Hey, hey, hey,
Um,
hey, hey.
just could help. But yeah, I love the bass.
Yeah, bass and kick was great.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it
Def-
was like the kick was coming in louder than the snare. It seemed very buried in the mix.
I
I
wasn't
guess it was. I guess it was more kind of like a rim shot.
I wasn't really paying attention to the snare. I was kind of distracted because I was focusing on the lead sound or whatever that was. Sounded also like an 808 sample, like a toot 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 toot. Something that Drank would do. Shout out Drank in the chat. Drank got something huge coming up on Saturate later this year. Still looking for remixers. Would be nice to have a Radiant remix, maybe.
Could be down.
Um, that being said, I think my main issue with that track was the lead sound because it was playing all the time through, and I would rather cut it on a drop. Yeah, definitely would go well with a two remix. A two. Would love to have you on board. I'll send you stamps later, tomorrow. But yeah, this track was very good. Nice bass, chunky bass, but I think you should take off the lead sound sometimes and consider. Yeah, I do like the sound of it, but it could have more variation. And what I love doing is like putting a very good reverb on stuff like that, and
Yeah, that's it.
a reverb on that, and then have the amount of saturation automated so it would not be that static, not just dun, 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 but dun, 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 or something like that.
Yeah, it reminds me of like some of the Tipper Squad stuff, like Res Lang and Jade Cicada and stuff like that.
Nice one. Yeah, good tune. We will go through tracks now, and if you're in the chat, say what's up, and then we'll play your track. If not, you will get moved to next week because it's getting late over here. So, Bloodsealer chat, with his track Bat Gyal Chulo. Sample Soul, you can you can have a shot for sure. Bloodsealer Chat is not here. Trackstone track got removed. What's with Marty? Marty, you here? Marty is not here. Set Roof by Iska Atlas. Kinda interesting artist name. Would have loved to listen, but we will listen next week. Here we have Monsters by Archiphalos. Is not here either.
Where y'all at?
Yeah, these might be because they submitted a long time ago. This one is hash BBC. No, Sue track is still coming up. We got One Big Bang. We got Sue. Big ups the Sue. Let's hear Sue because we're vibing.
Broke, but I still ain't break yet. 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 Broke, but the shit won't break me. 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 Broke, but I still ain't break yet. 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 Broke, but the shit won't break me. Broke, but the shit won't break me. Broke, but the shit won't break me. Broke, but the shit won't break. You just gotta make it to payday. Never give a fuck about an say. Don't give a fuck about the clout. Show up, do my thing, and I'm out. Broke, but I still ain't break yet. Broke, but I still gon' take bets. Bet I show up when the stakes high. Have faith, cause this shit gon' take time. The mind behind the design, it's IMC. It's down to a science. Took me a decade to make it look easy. It's all in the details. Look and you'll find it. Like a book, how I'm writing. Leave them scared, leave them shook, how I'm fighting. It'll all make sense when the night ends. I just hope it all makes sense when my life ends. Broke, but I still ain't break yet. Better than the last one, didn't see it coming till I hit him with a fast one. Pitch black ain't dark as my past was, but I moved past that, doing me, that's that though. Lost touch, never lost hope, now I'm on my way, my lane's the fast track. Half sip in my backpack, might never come back, no, get the last laugh, no. I don't want none of this smoke, end up the butt of the joke. If there's one thing I know, it's I don't know shit. You get what you get, you don't throw a fit, no bitch, that's life. Fuck if you like how I'm living it, I'm on the edge of it, you on the internet. I'm on my legend shit, this the beginning, we just getting started. I started shit, just getting started, I still ain't break yet.
Oh no.
Didn't see it coming till I hit him with a coming till I hit him with a coming till I hit him with a fast one. Pass that doing me, pass that doing me, pass that doing me. Oh, now I'm on my way, on my way, my lip in my backpack, that's laugh, no. I don't want none of this smoke, none of this smoke, no, it's I don't know shit. You get what you get, you don't throw a fit, no bitch, that's life. Fuck living it. You on the internet, I'm on my legend shit, just getting started, I finish it.
Yo. SoundCloud been acting up, but this one is a bop. Yeah. I don't
That's
have,
sick.
Yeah, I don't have anything really bad to say about it. Really nice. I have good things to say about it. Really nice work on the vocals. It was super nice when it went low, like right at that break in the end.
The
When
vocal.
yeah, like when the MC was starting to go low,
Yeah.
and how that worked on the track. So I don't know the original, but very nice work on the remix. Very nice work on those open hi-hats. Super hard stuff to program, but these little no, I really like the way you did bring that back, and the ending with the vocal switch that was also perfectly executed. Only thing that, yeah, make the snare a bit more punchier. Yeah, and maybe the very analog sounding bass could have a bit more energy, dirt, high end, like more crunch on the bass because it was a very boop, 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 but more a bit more of that. Sick remix though. Sure, it goes down in the club.
Yeah, I think this would, go off at a show how it is right now. The only thing I was maybe thinking is some effects like on the vocal, like for the last half bar of a section, you build a few like effects rats and just turn them on and off. Like it could be really anything. I was thinking maybe like a bit crusher or something like that. I think would be nice. Just some like almost like fills on with the vocal, just like stuff to bring you away and then come back
Yeah,
would be
agreed.
nice.
The
Could be,
vocal.
yeah, there could be a part where you automate it up and it gets like super distorted and blown out, and then boom, it comes back to the kind of the main sound of the vocal.
Yeah, the
That's all. That's kind of the only thing I could think of for this. It sounds out.
yeah, the general vocal mix was very good. So the vocal was very sitting very nicely. But I agree, like just take some words out and like emphasis and put some emphasis on them with a delay or like like some modulated delay or crushing them. Just
Yeah,
more, just more emphasis on some words
yeah,
or phrase endings. Great feedback. I think so.
or some short metallic delay. Never,
Never hurts.
never doesn't work.
So what's up with Lunatic? Oh, Samotech is in the chat and with a track that's called We Last Forever. No, thank you, Sue, for sending that in. Be in touch. We'll send you some stamps for that drink. Chunky Boy EP. Let's hear
Oh,
Samotech.
can you send this one to me? I can't. I gotta play it, but you never send it in the Discord.
Oh, really? Like the Samotech one? Okay.
Yeah,
Got.
because remember
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was like deleted or something.
Got you.
Okay,
You.
I'm good.
Let's roll, Maxime. listening to Saturated Feedback Streams with Radiant tonight, and that one was Samotek.
Fire.
We lost
Well,
forever, Maxime.
love that.
I don't know how you managed to create such kind of flow. I guess it's mainly something that was missing on some tracks before, that each other element, and because the drums were really simple, but there's still that kind of feel to it that's still driving, and I think it's really hard to put together such a track in a way that it's not cheesy, and as opposed to some lead sounds, yeah, good mixing, but also having each element that is not ryth- rhythmic per se or percussion element. Like there were these little reminders of vocals, or not the actual vocal, not the vocal, but the that were placed perfectly rhythmically. And as opposed to some other older tracks, like the sound design of the lead sounds, yeah, were just perfect, not too cheesy. But maybe I'm just a Samotech fanboy, so let's hear it from Radiant.
This is really dope. Um, um, Main thing is to try doing something with the Reese where pretty much every time I use a Reese, end up, um, gliding it up an octave or 2 octaves, 3 octaves, whatever it is to sound good, where you get that like and then come back down, to where it's sitting in the rest of the track. But I think that could sound good at times. There are points where you go up a little bit, but I'm saying go up, an octave or two, get that cool, effect from the Reese. And then maybe you can add like some noise to the Reese, a little bit of distortion or something like that. Because everything else feels very, very like lo fi, but the bass seems pretty clean for the most part. I think if you add a little more dirt, it'll fit better. But it sounds really good sitting in the midst. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, that's kind of all I got.
yeah.
Sick one though.
I get to your question in a second, Soul. Um, what was the first feedback you had?
That I had.
Yeah,
Um, to basically pitch bend or glide
yeah,
up the Reese like an octave or two and get that kind of classic like drum bass noisia thing. I mean, it just sounds awesome every
yeah.
time.
Absolutely agree. Like gliding bass is the best bass. Unstable pitches, uh, like in Riser's theme, like that kind is. I. It's not on the bass, I know, but yeah, 100% agree on you, and nice that you found something to feedback on. Um, put some white noise on the Reese, saturate it a bit more,
Yeah,
and then have a bit more, like so, just a little bit. Just add some, yeah, gliding dirt on the base to make it a bit more fat, more wide, and also agree with Soul's feedback it could be longer or could have a variation. It would be nice on these down tempo tracks if you would, the inherent tempo that is there, that I hear like on your release and sound museum, like if you introduce a hi-hat or something that would have that double time tempo, like just very subtly, that would be nice.
This one seems pretty slow, not like in a bad way. It just seems like
No,
what's the tempo? Is it like 120 or something like that?
yeah,
It seems pretty slow, but it's good. Like, it's not
I
a bad
guess
thing.
it's like more. Okay, let's guess BPMs. I'm guessing it's 80.
And I could be just totally off.
And would be nice to have a
Like 120, but like halftime. So I guess like 60 or whatever.
Yeah, I'd say it's
174.
Yeah.
Man,
I was more close. Yeah. Yeah.
maybe it's just because
it's quad.
there's not a lot of drums that happen, which makes it feel slower. I think you just, if I remember right, there's a kick and then the snare hits twice and then you go back to the kick quarter time.
Yeah, I think it's awesome if you would hint at that actual tempo. That would just elevate it to another level. So, Hank, no more submissions today, but you can dime time. You can submit for next week's stream on our Discord, Saturate Discord. Yeah, we're way over time for today, so we're just going to kick that one for today, but would be happy to have you join next time. So we are playing Soul or Soul, because that's the actual spelling. How do you pronounce your name? Let's play Echoes from Soul.
I don't see this one either. Can you send it?
Yeah, sure. So we're playing Echoes from Soul.
Got it.
And Soul. I'm not making any more name jokes. We'll just run this one. Let's go. Echoes, drum and bass. And thanks everyone for joining. Thanks Samotech for the submission. Soul. Let's go.
Feels like the right time, I'll admit. Serenity's washing over me again. Under pressure, but it is. I can't explain what it is you do to me. I hear you calling from afar, like energy coming from a shooting star. I know you're shining through the clouds, nowhere to be seen, but you're all around. Echoes in the atmosphere. Hold me closer into you. Feel so close, but you are far away. Echoes in the atmosphere. Your love is blinding, sweet to taste. My favorite record playing over again. Like satellites drifting through space, we float together in a darkened embrace. I hear you calling from afar, like energy coming from a shooting star. I know you're shining through the clouds, nowhere to be seen, but you're all around. Comes in the atmosphere. Hold me closer into you. Feel so close, but you are far away. Air comes in the atmosphere. The atmosphere. The atmosphere. Hold me closer into you. Feel so close, but you are far away. Comes in.
Yo, would you be so kind to let me know where that vocal comes from?
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing. Is that you?
Oh, is that like a sample service or something? Interesting. Um, yeah, kind of going full circle.
Huh?
Because we started with something cheesy, drum and bassy. So, yeah, there was again a discrepancy between the drop, the drum and bassy part, almost jungly, almost hardcore, heavy drum and bass, and the very poppy vocal. It was not that big of a contrast, but yeah, it would have been nice if you would have taken some of the vocal into the other part, because yeah, there was no connection. It was not. It was not bad, but I would have loved if the vocal would have been taken to the main part, because why not? And other than that, I think a bit more processing on the vocals. Not they sit well in the mix, but yeah, they were kind of open, blunt. Um, just some glitching, some effects, some chopping, some stuttering. Some stuttering would have been nice. Something like that. Well mixed, well done, nice. Yeah, nice um, collection of vibes working well together. What do you say?
This was cool. Um, Not really my cup of tea, but I think you did. You kind of nailed the sound. The track is definitely loud and bright. Um, Definitely seems like it's slammed, but that's kind of, I guess, the vibe for this sort of, poppy drum bass thing is to have it pretty bright. Um, at the end, I thought it could be cool because it's like it just kind of fades out in like 2 seconds. Um, where you could just have the vocal kind of the main hook or whatever with like some, I don't know, pad or something light. You just take all the drums and bass and stuff, and then it just the vocal, happens and then fades out. It seemed like it ended too quick. But yeah, that's kind of what I got.
Yeah, definitely finish that one. Work more on the vocals, make them more, yeah, make them a bit more glitchy, stuttery. But definitely finish it. It's a great track. So don't let all that effort go to waste, right? And also be in touch on Discord, so I can send you some stamps. So yeah, I think we're going to cut it here. I hope to see everyone next week in Brandon's stream. I'll be on again in 2 weeks. Hit us up on Discord. Thanks.
Damn, I lost your mic again. Oh,
We're back.
okay, there we go.
Thanks Radiant for joining. Check out Radiant's EP if you're in the area. Yeah, thanks everyone for joining. Oh, that one was stupid.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. A lot of great feedback has been given from you.
Appreciate it. Yeah, go check out the new 2-track.
Check out the Sadie sound from Radiant. Shoutouts everyone joining. Shoutouts Gremlin. Shoutouts the Pyro Dude. Shoutouts everyone submitting. It was a lot today. Everyone that wasn't able to submit in time next time, and that will be somewhere midweek next week. I might play a few dubs after this. Yeah, definitely will, but not for too long because I have to sleep. Sleepy gang. Sleepy gang. Have a good one. Thank you. Thank you, Radiant. Thank you, chat.
Peace.
See you soon. We love you. Stay saturated.
keep your eye on me.